stand beside me, stand beside me.
From Iowa, a brand new Daniel O Donnell special.
Get anywhere, and I know that only this moment is mine, and I'll be waiting on the far side banks of Jordan. So let's walk out through,
With guest appearance by Maryduff.
and lay the blanket on the ground.
And now, Daniel O Donnell from the Heartland.
Hello, everybody. Oh, good to see you. Stand beside me, stand beside me. For if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me. You're the only one who ever made me care. I can't stand to think that I might be alone, not alone again. Oh, not the way it was back then, before you walked into my heart. Told me we would never part, so stand beside me. Don't ever let me be alone again. Stand beside me, stand beside me. For if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me. You're the only one who ever made me care. All right. There'll be times when everything goes wrong, but darling, I won't care if I know you're standing there. No matter what we have to do, together we can see it through. So stand beside me, and I'll be standing right there. Everybody, stand beside me, stand beside me. For if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me. You're the only one who ever made me care. You're the only one who ever made me care. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Hello and welcome to each and every one of you. It's lovely to be here in Iowa. I hope you'll hear some songs that are favorites of yours. We're going to do some of the favorites and a lot of the old songs that we love to sing and play, just like this one. On the wings of a snow white dove, he sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above.
Sign from above.
On the wings of a dove,
Wings of a dove.
when troubles surround us, when evils come, the body grows weak, the spirit grows numb. When these things beset us, God doesn't forget us. He sends down his love on the wings of a dove. Let's hear you sing. On the wings of a snow white, he sends his
pure, sweet love.
a sign from above.
Sign from above.
On the wings of a dove,
Wings of a dove.
when Noah had drifted on the flood many days, he searched for land in various ways. Troubles he had some, but wasn't forgot. He sent down his love on the wings of a dove. Everybody. On the wings of a snow white dove, he sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above. On the wings of a dove.
Wings of a dove.
Take it away, guys. Lovely. When Jesus went down to the water that day, he was baptized in the usual way. When it was done, God blessed his son. He sent down his love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove.
Wings of a dove.
A sign from above, on the wings of a dove. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, what a great old song. One of the best. You know, in a crowd like this, I know that we're in Iowa, but I just wonder, would there be any chance we'd find an Okie here? No Okies? One Okie? Well, how you doing? We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take our trips on LSD. We don't burn our draft cards down on Main Street, 'cause we like living right and being free. We don't make a party out of loving. We like holding hands and pitching woo. And we don't let our hair grow long and shaggy like those hippies out in San Francisco do. Oh yeah. I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse. White lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. Leather boots are still in style for manly footwear. Beads and Roman sandals won't be seen. Football's still the roughest game on campus, and the kids here still respect the college dean. What are we? I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse, and white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. We still wave Old Glory down at the courthouse, and white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. in Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. Oh boy, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Trish. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Oh dear, you know, sometimes I suppose people get to feeling down, especially when it's a day that America loses the Ryder Cup. We're dating this show now. Yes, that's the day we were in Iowa on the big comeback. Oh boy. Anyway, I suppose it's important, you know, that we stay up no matter what happens in life. And it reminds me of a story I heard one time about two little boys. They were twins, and they were about 7 years old. And these twins, one of them was a pessimist, and the other was an optimist. The pessimist, everything was bad. The optimist, obviously, everything was fantastic. And because they were twins, and they were so different in personality, the powers that be decided they would have, you know, do things to see why they were so different, or could they figure out why this would happen with twins. So they got the little pessimist, and they put him into a room with all sorts of toys, every kind of toy imaginable and every game that you could ever want. And they put him in there, and they closed out the door, and they got the optimist, and they put him into another room, and this room was just full of the furniture that you would have in any room. And the only thing different in this room was that in the middle of the floor there was a big bucket of horse manure. That's the only thing different. So they left him in there, and they closed that door. So they went back after some time, and they went to the room the little pessimist was in first, and oh, he was sitting in the middle of the floor, and he was sitting, and he wasn't happy. And they said, "What's wrong with you?" "Oh," he says, "I got that game for Christmas, and I got that one for my birthday, and that toy's broken. I don't like that one. It's just hopeless in here." So they went to the other room and opened the door, and Optimus was sitting in a big smile on his face. And all the furniture was pulled into the middle of the room, and there was horse manure everywhere, all over his hands and in all the furniture everywhere. And they said, "What are you doing?" "Well," he says, "if there's this much horse manure in here, there has to be a pony somewhere." Oh, so no matter what, it's important to stay up, boy. I thought that was a good story. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do a song. A few years ago, we got to record an album of songs that were big hits back at home, a lot of ballads that were hits by other singers, and everybody at home has sung them from time to time because of their popularity, and I was no exception, but I had never recorded them, and I decided I wanted to put them on record. So I'd like to do one of the songs for you now. It was a big hit for a group called the Fury Brothers and Davy Arthur. You may know it here. Hope you enjoy it anyway. When first I saw the love light in your eyes, I thought the world held naught but joy for me. And even though we drifted far apart, I never dreamed but what I dream of thee. I love you as I've never loved before, since first I saw you on the village green. Come to me ere my dreams of love are o'er. I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet. 16. How about a hand for all of these wonderful singers and musicians? Lovely. Lovely. Last night I dreamt I held you in my arms, and once again you were my happy bride. I kiss you as I did on old Lang Syne. As to the church we wandered side by side. I love you as I've never loved before, since first I saw you on the village green. Come to me ere my dreams of love are o'er. I love you as I loved you when you were sweet, when you were sweet. 16. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chris. Oh, thank you. I want to introduce you to everybody up here. Are there any of you here today who have never been to see us live before? Anybody here for the very first time? Oh, see. And is it any harm to ask you what kept you? Well, then, all the more reason. I see one young man down there. How you doing, son? I'm supposed to stay over here because they won't see me at home. Are you all right there, son? Did I meet you before? Never. How old are you? You're 10 or 9? 9. Well, boy, I'm glad to see you here, son. Because when everybody else is dead, you're my future. Oh, get out of it. Oh, boy. Well, I want to introduce you to everybody. It's important you meet them all. Starting off with a young man who's been traveling with us for the shortest amount of time. He's been doing a great job on the drums and vocals for the past 3.5 years. Mr. Nigel Connell, ladies and gentlemen. Good on you, Nigel. And up here on the steel lead and rhythm guitars, we had the good fortune to meet this gentleman in 1988, 24 years ago, Mr. Kevin Sheeran. And down here on piano and keyboards, we met this gentleman just over 25 years ago, in 1987, Mr. Stephen Millen. Good on you, Steve. He had short hair when we met him. Hasn't had it cut since. And our backing vocalists, they have been doing the backing on pretty much everything we have recorded since August 1987, over 25 years as well. Miss Trina Moore and Miss Leon McCrum. Thank you, girls. And the three fellas that are left, I'm going to introduce them together. Then I will explain why some of you already know. But first of all, on guitar and vocals, Mr. John Staunton. Up at the back on the bass guitar, that's Tony Murray. And the granddaddy of us all on keyboards and accordion, Mr. Ronnie Kennedy. Now, the reason that I introduced these three together is that in March of this year past, on the 6th of March, the four of us celebrated 26 years traveling together, singing and playing music. Imagine that. 26 years. We can hardly believe it. And we could never have been together for so long and enjoyed so many good things without your support, without all of your support at home and throughout the United States and Canada, where PBS is shown, and all over the world. We have people who have supported us down through the years, and we are forever grateful. I'd like to do a song now, ladies and gentlemen. When we do our touring year after year, we have the privilege of going and spending some time in Branson, Missouri. Every November we go to Branson. I'm sure some of you have. Have any of you been to see us in Branson? Well, we'll continue to do that. But on a number of occasions in the same theater, we had the privilege of working with one of the greats in country music, both as a singer and as a songwriter. And right now, we'd like to do one of the songs that he wrote, one of the great songs, one of the many. Yes, this was a great one. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City, and I dreamed about those cotton fields and home. I dreamed about my mother, dear old Papa, sister, and brother. I dreamed about that girl who's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Hope folks think I'm big in Detroit City. From the letters that I write, they think I'm fine. But by day I make the cars, and by night I make the bars. If only they could read between the lines. 'Cause you see, I rode the freight train north to Detroit City. And after all of these years, I find I've just been wasting my time. So I think I'll take my foolish pride and put it on a southbound freight and ride, and go back to the loved ones I've left waiting so far behind. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Now, those moves mightn't look like much, but on Broadway they'd be considered choreography. Kevin, you do such a good job on that. I always marvel at that song, you know, how they got up to doing that kind of start for it. It almost sounds out of tune, but boy, you played it real well out of tune. It was really good. It was really fantastic. It's not easy to play that way. Oh, boy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet a young lady who has been traveling with us for, well, over 25 years. And I want, just before she arrives on this stage, to let you into a piece of information. When we met her 25 years ago, she was only 2.5. Will you welcome Miss Maryduff? Welcome, Mary. Oh, you look good today. Maryduff.
You were mine for just a while. Now you're putting on the style, and you never once look back at your home across the track. You're the gossip of the town, but my heart can still be found where you tossed it on the ground. Pick me up on your way down. Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up on your way down. Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up on your way down. Pick me up on your way down when you're blue and all alone. When the glamour starts to bore you, come on back where you belong. You may be their pride and joy, but they'll find another toy. Then they'll take away your crown. Pick me up on your way down. Do you know the words this time? Let me hear everybody. Pick me up on your own, come on. Pick me up on your way down. Everybody at home sing it too. Pick me up and again. Pick me up on your way down. Lovely. They have changed your attitude, made you haughty and so rude. Your new friends can take the blame. Underneath, you're still the same. When you find these things are true, I'll be waiting here for you. As you tumble to the ground, pick me up on your way down. Let's hear everybody. Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up on your way down. Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up on your way down. Pick me up on your way down.
Maryduff. Lovely, Mary. What a beautiful job. Well done. Fantastic. How we doing? Oh, we did this in our very first special. Yes, it's a good one. There's so many things we change if we lived our lives again. So many things we would and would not do. All the past mistakes we've made and the price that we have paid. Oh, how we'd live if we could start anew. But there's no going back, and we can't change the past or turn back the hands of time. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and I know that only this moment is mine. There are things we'd never try, and tears we'd never cry, if we had known the hill was far too steep. We'd have never tumbled down or fallen in and drowned, if we had known the river was so deep. But there's no going back, and we can't change the past or turn back the hands of time. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and I know that only this moment is mine. All right. So it's best if we forget the things we now regret, for cannot go back and change the past. Let us use those old mistakes, a better life to make, and tomorrow we may find that dream at last. For there's no going back, and we can't change the past or turn back the hands of time. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and I know that only this moment is mine. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and I know that only this moment is mine. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've recorded down through the years a number of inspirational albums, some gospel albums, and this song is taken from a CD called Peace in the Valley that we recorded maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and it's one that I love. I suppose I love all the songs. I'm very fortunate that when we record, I just pick the ones I love, and this is one of the ones that I really love. You know it already? I believe my steps are growing wearier each day. Still I've got a journey on my mind. The lures of this old world have ceased to make me want to stay. And my one regret is leaving you behind. If it should prove to be His will that I am first to cross, and somehow I've a feeling it will be. When it comes your time to travel, likewise don't feel lost, for I will be the first one that you'll see. And I'll be waiting on the far side banks of Jordan. I'll be sitting drawing pictures in the sand. And when I see you coming, I will rise up with a shout and come running through the shallow water, reaching for your hand. On the steel guitar, Mr. Kevin Sheeran. Lovely Kevin. Through this world we labor hard to earn our meager fare. It's brought us trembling hands and failing eyes. So I'll just rest here on the shore and turn my head away until you come, then we'll see paradise. And I'll be waiting on the far side banks of Jordan. I'll be sitting drawing pictures in the sand. And when I see you coming, I will rise up with a shout and come running through the shallow water, reaching for your hand. Yes, I'll be waiting on the far side banks of Jordan. I'll be sitting drawing pictures in the sand. And when I see you coming, I will rise up with a shout and come running through the shallow water, reaching for your hand. Yes, I'll come running through the shallow water, reaching for your hand. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. What a great song. I don't know if you ever heard about the time Paddy came to America to look for work. Well, things weren't good at home, so Paddy decided he would up sticks and go to America, as he heard things were good there. So anyway, he got to America, and he got an interview in this big store, big shop, to work in the shop, or the store as you call it, and he was going to be dealing with the money, you know, and the manager was interviewing him, and he wanted to know, you know, how good he was going to be with the money. So asked him a lot of questions, but he got to this one question. He said to Paddy, he says, now, Paddy, he says, if you had $29 in one pocket and $37 in another pocket, what would you have? He said, I'd have somebody else's trousers. Now, it doesn't get any better than that, so don't be expecting any more than that. Oh, boy. Oh, dear, dear. Oh, well, so that's how it goes. You know, ladies and gentlemen, when we started doing our shows on public television, and you know, we have already had, I think it's 11 specials, so I suppose this one will count as 12. And we really could not have had all the specials. Of course, it was public television in the beginning out of Detroit that first aired our show and thought maybe that their audience would like what we did. But when we started the shows on the television, and I started to get, you know, around to the stations. I've been here many times at the pledge drives. On the telephone, the questions that I was asked most, or the one question I was asked most was, how do you come from Ireland and sing so much country music? They couldn't get away, and maybe you're the same, that we would be Irish and that country music would be what we like to sing. Well, back at home, we have enjoyed country music for many, many years, all down through my growing up years. My sister, her name is Margot, and she's a singer too, and she's been singing and has had a wonderful career for almost 50 years, singing country and some of the Irish ballads. And it's really the songs, I suppose, from your great singers that we choose to sing. More traditional country than maybe the new stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with the new stuff, but we kind of lean towards the old songs. And this is one of the very old songs. Goes something like this.
Don't let me cross over love's cheating line.
I'm tempted, my darling, to steal you away. So help me, my darling, stay out of my way. You know that I love you, but I'm not the cheating kind. I'm faced with a heartache at love's cheating line. Don't let me cross over love's cheating line. You belong to another, and you'll never be mine. I know one step closer would be heaven divine. Don't let me cross over love's cheating line. I hope the choreography's not too much for you, is it? Oh, I should be shot for this. I tried to forget you, but what else can I do? When your eyes keep saying that you love me too, I know if I lose you, not a dream will I have left. I don't want to cheat, dear, but I can't help myself. Everybody, Don't let me cross over love's cheating line. You belong to another, and you'll never be mine. I know one step closer would be heaven divine. Don't let me cross over love's cheating line. Don't let me cross over love's cheating line. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's a good one. That's an old one, but boy, it's a good one. You know, I'm just looking at the young man down there, and I'm thinking, well, maybe he wouldn't want Justin Bieber, but all the young people seem to love Justin Bieber now, you know. And I must tell you something that happened. You all right, Trish? I'm not all right. Okay. I just, let her do this because it gives her practice. She did a course, you see, and she's practicing. Yeah, that was okay. All right. Bit rough, but it was okay. But I must tell you something that happened to us. We were touring. We haven't toured this last year, or we're not touring next year. We are going to Branson and a few things like that. But when I was 50 last December, and we had 30 years. I've been singing for over 30 years now, but all of that happened sort of in the 1 year. And I decided we would take a break from the touring, but we will get back to touring, so don't fail about that. But one time I don't know where we were, way up somewhere further up than here in America. I don't know, up. I suppose you'd say it was north towards New York. That'd be northeast, wouldn't it? Anyway, we had done a show wherever it was, and we had a bus, and the company that owned the bus were Bieber, you see? And they had Bieber written on the side of the bus. Now, I had never heard of Justin Bieber at this time, you see. So we were just left wherever we were the night before, and I was sitting in the bus, and I looked out, and I saw this car, and there was somebody taking a picture. I thought, that's a bit strange. And then somebody else taking a picture, and I says, God, how did they know I was in here? You know? So I went down to, there's a toilet at the back with him, so I went down and I fixed myself at the toilet. I said, I'm going to be ready for these pictures just in case there's any more, just all fixed up. So anyway, we stopped for a break somewhere, and I heard the driver saying, no, this is not Justin Bieber's bus. So they thought Justin Bieber was in there, and I thought they were all taking pictures of me. Oh, God. I thought, well, I've really made it if they're following the bus. Anyway, that's how it goes. But anyway, I can just move as good as Justin Bieber any day. And I could comb my hair down that way. I don't know if I'd get it back up, but I could comb it. Anyway, take it away there, boys. Oh, let's see those hands clap. She's my girl, she's my world, she's my life to me. She's my girl, she's my world, she's my wife to be. She makes me act and dress my best, keeps me filled with happiness. Well, I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess. What a lucky day it was when I met her. What a lucky streak to me with the best. But don't ask me how I come to win her, 'cause I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess. She's my girl, she's my world, she's my life to me. She's my girl, she's my world, she's my wife to be. She makes me act and dress my best, keeps me filled with happiness. Well, I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess. Oh, extra special. She's so different, not like all the rest. Since I met her, how I've changed. She's gonna let me change her name. Well, I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess. She's my girl, she's my world, she's my life to me. She's my girl, she's my world, she's my wife to be. She makes me act and dress my best, keeps me filled with happiness. Well, I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess. Oh, I don't know, I'm just lucky, I guess. Oh, boy. Thank you very much. Thank you, Trish. Thank you. We'd like to do another one of those songs that I talked about we recorded on our album of big hits from a lot of our great Irish singers. And this one was recorded by a group by the name of Foster and Allen. And they've had many, many hits at home. And Tony Allen and Mick Foster, and we are very privileged to have Mrs. Tony Allen on the stage with us. Trina is married to this very famous man. And we're very grateful to him for letting her come and travel and sing with us, as she does so beautifully. Anyway, this song is a real old song again, and it was a massive hit at home, and a beautiful song it is. I wander today to the hills, Maggie, to watch the scene below. The creek and the creaking old mill, Maggie, as we used to long, long ago. The green grove is gone from the hills, Maggie, where first the daisy sprung. The creaking old mill is still, Maggie, since you and I were young. Oh, they say that I'm feeble with age, Maggie. My steps are much slower than then. My face is a well-written page, Maggie, and time all alone was the pen. They say we have outlived our time, Maggie, as dated as songs that we've sung. But to me you're as fair as you wear, Maggie, when you and I were young. They say we have outlived our time, Maggie, as dated as songs that we've sung. But to me you're as fair as you wear, Maggie, when you and I were young. When you and I were young. you very much. Thank you. What a great song. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this past week, the entertainment world lost one of its greatest entertainers. And Iowa, well, you lost one of your own. I'd like to pay tribute to him right now. Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon River and me. The great Andy Williams. Yes, yes. I know he has been a star all over the world, but in the past number of years he has been Branson's greatest star, and all of us who perform in Branson throughout the year, we will all miss him so, so much. But I suppose we are comforted to know that he is safe and out of pain and in the arms of the one who sent him 84 years ago. Thank you for all you have done, Andy Williams. Thank you. Have you ever heard a love song that you didn't understand? For you met her in a tea house in the island of Japan. Or have you ever traveled over many 1,000 miles to see a pretty Geisha girl dressed in Oriental style? They read it in the tea leaves and it's written in the sand. I found love by the heartful in a foreign distant land. Tell the home folks that I'm happy with someone that's true, I know. I love my pretty Geisha girl where the ocean breezes blow. I stood and watched the sunrise on the waters by the sea, and wondered how much beauty in this whole world can there be. My dreams are all worth dreaming, and it makes my life worthwhile to see a pretty Geisha girl dressed in Oriental style. They read it in the tea leaves and it's written in the sand. But I found love by the heartful in a foreign distant land. Tell the home folks that I'm happy with someone that's true, I know. I love my pretty Geisha girl where the ocean breezes blow. I love my pretty Geisha girl where the ocean breezes blow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Lovely. Boy, you're having a busy night, Trish, I'll tell you. All of these things that are needed. There we are. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to do this next piece of music. I heard it first many years ago on an album by my all-time favorite singer, Miss Loretta Lynn. I just love Loretta. And Loretta, if you happen to see this, I just want to tell you that I think the world of you, and I hope you're well and hope to see you soon. And this piece of music impressed upon me so much when I heard it on her album that I wanted to record it, and I hope that you will enjoy it this evening. Standing room only, not even room to kneel and pray. Standing room only on the judgment day. Last night I had an awful dream that the end of time had come. The trumpet had been sounded and life on earth was done. An angel stood one foot on land, the other foot on sea. And as I tried to kneel and pray, a voice said unto me, there's standing room only, it's too late now to pray. There's standing room only, this is the judgment day. People filled each church and churchyard, just as far as I could see. I heard a pitiful cry for mercy, and then I realized it was me. I saw the Savior then appear. As he split the eastern sky, I saw tears of joy on a Christian's face, and I heard the sinner's cry. And as I tried to touch his hand with one last feeble plea, I cried again, have mercy, Lord, on me. I saw a tear come to his eye as he turned my soul away. I didn't know him yesterday, and he knew me not today. The earth was burning all around, the world went up in smoke, and as the flames engulfed me, thank God, I awoke. Then I got out of bed and got down on my knees, and you should have heard me pray, for in my dream I witnessed God's great judgment day. Standing room only on God's great judgment day. Thank you. How wonderful is that piece of music? Thank you, Trish. Thank you. We're going to do a song this time, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the great songs that was written way up in Newfoundland. Oh, we love it up there. Sonny, don't go away. I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired and not all that strong. Sonny lives on a farm in a far distant place. Take off your shoes, stay out of the race. Lay down your head by the soft riverbed. Sonny always remembers the words Mama says. Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired and not all that strong. Sonny lives all alone, though he's barely a man. There's not much to do, but he does what he can. Sits by his window in his room on the stairs, watching the waves drifting soft on the pier. Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired and not all that strong. That's lovely, Ron. Good. Many years have rolled on, Sonny's old and alone. His daddy's a sailor, never came home. Sometimes he wonders what his life might have been. Still from the grave, Mama's voice haunts his dreams. Sonny, don't go away, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, never comes home. Nights are so long, silence goes on. I'm feeling so tired and not all that strong. Sonny, don't go away. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, I hope we'll get back up to Newfoundland soon. They always, like everywhere, they give us a great welcome up there. And as we talk on that song about, obviously written about a mother and son, my own mother, many of you ask about her. She turned 93 in July. And she's still doing not too bad. She's had a few health issues recently. She had a very mild heart attack about 3 weeks ago, and she was in hospital for a while. But she's back home again and starting to run things from the corner. And I was talking to her today, and she's doing not too bad. So we're glad about that, because we were a bit worried when she took the heart attack, because we've already paid the deposit on her 100th birthday party. So So she better not be thinking about checking out, because we don't want to lose the deposit, you know. But she's great. She really is, you know. She, for those of you who have never seen her, she was widowed very young. She was only in her 40s. I'm the youngest of the 5 children that my father and her had. And 3 boys and 2 girls. And I was 6 when my father passed away. And she was just fantastic, you know. She kept us all together. And she had very little. I know that now. We all know that. But at the time, we didn't realize. Well, I didn't. I was too young, or even the teenagers, they didn't, I suppose, realize. But we do, as we've grown older, realize what she sacrificed for us. But, you know, I must tell you, she never wore makeup until she was in her 80s. And the reason she just always said she never had put anything on her face, only soap and water. That's the only thing ever touched her face. No Olay or whatever else she might put on. No need for any of that. But anyway, when my nieces, her grandchildren, started to get to the age where they were using the makeup, they would say to her, Granny, you know, if she was going out somewhere, now, Granny, will we put on a wee bit of makeup on you? You know, it'll make you look even better when you're going out to wherever she'd be going. She wouldn't give in. But anyway, this day, I don't know, whatever notion she took, she said to Patricia, okay then, she says, put it on, you know. She got it on anyway, and she must have kind of liked it, because then when she'd be going out, you know, if I was in the house or anybody, but if I was there, I'd hear her saying to one of the girls, you know, she lives with my sister and her husband and their family, and she'd say, Patricia, will you put on some of that stuff on my face, you know, before I go out? So anyway, we get a great kick out of her, because she comes from that era, you know, when they really had nothing, you know. She was born in 1919 and lived on a little island off the coast in Ireland, and they had absolutely nothing. Just to give you an idea, she had one sister, and this is hard to believe. My aunt came and she married a GI from Georgia and came to live in the United States, spent her life in Long Island, and before she died, she was living in South Carolina. But she and my mother, of course, there were not much in between them in age. But I can't quite comprehend this. They only had one good pair of shoes between the two of them. Just one pair of good shoes. And they lived on the island, and they were Catholic, and that meant that only one of them could go to Mass. One would go this Sunday and one would go the next Sunday, because they couldn't go to Mass with old shoes. So one of them wore the good shoes this Sunday and the other had the good shoes the next Sunday. And they wouldn't wear the good shoes. They'd walk on their bare feet until they'd get to the chapel door, put on the shoes, just wear them for God, and then take them off and walk home. Can you believe that? But anyway, that kind of gives you an idea where they were coming from. But when she started getting the makeup on, you know, we were observing her. And of course, when you have nothing, you carry it through your life. She got the makeup on. If she put it on today, she'd keep it on for 3 days. Because she couldn't even think of washing it off after one use, because it was an awful waste. So we get such a kick out of her. When but anyway, she's good, and please God, she'll recover to some sort of full health. Anyway, we're going to do a song now. You know, I have been so fortunate through the years to record songs and sing songs that I just love. I can tell you, I have never had to work even one day in my life. I feel so blessed. Thank you for allowing that to happen. And even today, when we have this show and another show already done, it's really not work. But this song is one of the ones, again, that I recorded many years ago when I was starting out. And hope you enjoyed. I hear the sound of distant drums far away. Far away, and if they call for me to come, then I must go, and you must stay. or those distant drums might change our wedding day. Love me now, for now is all the time there may be. If you love me, Mary, Mary, marry me. I hear the sound of bugles blow far away, far away. And if they call for me to go across the sea, so wild and gray, so Mary, marry me, let's not wait. Let's share all the time we can before it's too late. Love me now, for now is all the time there may be. If you love me, Mary, Mary, marry me. If you love me, Mary, Mary, marry me. Oh, thank you. Are there any Elvis fans here tonight? There are? Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right for you. That's all right, Mama. Any way you do, well, that's all right.
That's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
That's all right.
That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do.
That's all right. That's all right.
Well, I'm leaving town, baby. I'm leaving town for sure. Then you won't be bothered with me hanging on your door. Well, that's all right. Oh, that's all right.
That's all right.
That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh, that's all right now, Mama. Any way you do.
That's all right. That's all right.
Her hair is soft and her eyes are oh so blue. She's everything a girl should be, but she's not you. She knows just how to make me laugh when I feel blue. She's everything a man could want, but she's not you. And when we're dancing, it even feels the same. I have to stop myself from whispering your name. She even kisses me like you used to do, and it's just breaking my heart, 'cause she's not you. Oh, it's just breaking my heart, 'cause she's not you. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Oh boy. Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love, I'm all shook up, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think of when you have such luck? I'm in love, I'm all shook up, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I'm feeling fine when I'm near that girl that I love best. My heart beats so it scared me to death. Oh, well, she touched my hand, what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano when it's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love, I'm all shook up, yeah, 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 I'm all shook up. Oh, will you welcome back Miss Maryduff? Lovely Mary. Come and look out through the window. That big old moon is shining down. Tell me now, don't it remind you of the blanket on the ground?
Remember back when love first found us, and we'd go slipping out of town, and we'd love beneath the moonlight, on the blanket on the ground. I'll get the blanket from the bedroom, and we'll go walking once again to that spot down by the river where our sweet love first began. Just because we are married don't mean we can't slip around. So let's walk out through the moonlight and lay the blanket on the ground. Oh, remember how excited we used to get when love was young.
Oh, that old moon was our best buddy. We couldn't wait for night to come.
Oh, now you know you still excite me.
I know you love me like I am.
Just once more I wish you'd love me. blanket from the bedroom, and we'll go walking once again to that spot down by the river where our sweet love first began. Just because we are married don't mean we can't slip around. So let's walk out through the moonlight and lay the blanket on the ground. Do 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 do. Just once more, I wish you'd love me on the blanket on the ground.
Maryduff, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you, Mary. 1 in a million she is. Lovely. Oh, great. Everybody now. Woo! There's always a fire in the kitchen. There's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. A stranger is always welcome, be it any time of night or day. So don't ever feel sad or lonesome. Just call as you pass on your way. Everybody sing. There's always a fire in the kitchen. There's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. Oh, dancing with the stars, here I come. It's seen many happy and sad times, but it still remains through it all. Though times may have changed all around it, there's still a word of welcome in the hall. Let's hear you sing. There's always a fire in the kitchen. What about the kettle? There's always a kettle on the boil. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. There's no fancy carpets or no telephone, but the one thing our house is a home. For 28 years, I've been asking people all over the world to do something for me, and I want to ask all of you, do we call you Iowans? Yeah. All you Iowans and would-be Iowans here this evening. If you will do it for me just one more time. Stand beside me, stand beside me. For if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me. You're the only one who ever made me care. There'll be times when everything goes wrong, but darling, I won't care if I know you're standing there. No matter what we have to do, together we can see it through. So stand beside me, and I'll be standing right there. Everybody, stand beside me, stand beside me. For if I should lose you, I just couldn't get anywhere. Stand beside me, stand beside me. ever made me care. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Do we have time for one more? Do we have time for one more? Are you ready? No, I mean, are you really ready? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remember Zion. Up by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remember Zion. So let the wicked carry us away in captivity, requiring of us a song. Now how can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? So let the wicked carry us away in captivity, requiring of us a song. Now how can we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? Everybody. Let's see all those arms high in the air, everybody. Come on now, this is better than Jenny Craig. Let the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight here tonight. Let the words of our mouths and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight here tonight. Up by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remember Zion. Up by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remember Zion. Up by the rivers of Babylon. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Iowa. Thank you, thank you, thank you for a wonderful, wonderful show. Folks, we want to leave you by leaving the final word to the one who is most important of all. Oh, Lord, my God, when I, in awesome wonder, consider all the works thy hands have made, I see the stars, and I hear the roaring thunder. Thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, how great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation to take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art. Thank you, good night, God bless, and safe home. Thank you all. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thanks to all the people in lights and sound and all the cameramen and everybody for their great work. And one more time for these wonderful singers and musicians, ladies and gentlemen.